Caño be likened to Egypt's pyramids? Figuratively, yes. Uh, Obviously, not literally, because El Caño does not, as have mentioned, does not have any physical structures that have lasted to this day. We believe all of their structures were made of materials that did not preserve. We have found segments of wood and factory that we believe and have dated to that time period. So probably was an actual part of the structures they built out at the site, but no stones or any of those kind of structures. So pyramid, no. In relation to the aspect of a tomb, absolutely. There to in the last 7 years, correction. Um, since I have been working there, I have been involved in the excavation of 3 tombs. Since 2008, the foundation has excavated 8 tombs. There is an estimation to excavate El Caño in its entirety would take over 100 years. And that is based on the ground penetrating radar that was done over 5,000 meters of area. Most of the tombs take 2 seasons to excavate. And that's kind of how the calculation of the 100 years came out. National Geographic came and did a story about El Caño in 2012 when Tomb 2 was being excavated. And they did liken it to the Valley of the Kings, describing it as the Valley of the Kings of Latin America. Not only for the tombs, but for the organization of the tombs, where you have a primary high status person, whether it's a warrior chief or a priest or shaman type person, buried in the tomb, surrounded by servants, slaves, prisoners that committed suicide or were executed, to go with that person to the beyond in order to serve them and be with them in the beyond. They also had the offerings. The ceramics were intended to be representations or literal transporters of the foods and the beverages that went with them. They had their tools of their role. You know, if they were a warrior, they were found with spears and other warrior-related tools, or if they were a shaman, they were found with accoutrements, grave goods related to their role, so that they could continue on with what they were doing once they got where they were going. So it was a hierarchy society, very organized and very structured, who believed that when you passed here, that wasn't the end. You had work to do somewhere else.